Hello, and welcome back to another episode. Last time we were here, we kind of picked this spot out as for our base. Got a nice little pond here, crafting table and a chest, and over there we found that little cave system with the spawner, then the ravine behind it, and that way is our village that we found the librarian in. So I think today we are going to set up some food farms because that will be the next step that we need to take in order to progress. I am going to add in a goal for this series to defeat the Ender Dragon by episode 30. And if I can do it sooner than that, I will definitely try to do that. So, and I think we definitely can. That is a very reasonable goal to make by episode 30. So, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So, it is farm time. I've already kind of marked out a spot that I want to use in order to build some of our starting food farms. So what I'm going to do is grab a shovel, grab the other wheat seeds we have in here. We have some pumpkins and we have some melons. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to grab these now. And the farm we're going to make is specifically going to be for wheat. But we are also going to add some pumpkins and melons around. This early in a world, I like to have as many renewable sources of blocks and materials as possible. So even if I just set up like a small temporary spot for pumpkins, let's say, that'll be really helpful down the line. And I need to fill in this section here. And I think I'm going to need some more dirt blocks because I want to terraform this a little bit. I want to make this a little bit better versus just having a hard square edge right here. I'm going to chop down some trees, but I'm going to build myself an axe since someone decided not to buy an axe with all those emeralds we had. So, oof. I don't even have enough wood on me. Alright, now that we have our area cleared out and we have our hoe, we'll need a water bucket and some seeds. I ran around and picked up some more seeds just now. I will need more seeds still, but this will get me started pretty easily. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to count 5 again on the 5th block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to dig this block out. So this puts me, it's supposed to be 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 away here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why I chose 4 is if I put my bucket of water in here, this water source will keep farmland watered out to 4 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those blocks are all watered by this singular water source. Now it won't matter if this is a source water block versus a running water block. So if we dug out this row here and say we went, I don't know, this far out. So this block here is more than 4 blocks away from that source block. But this farmland here is watered and you can plant seeds on it, like you see. Now I'm going to undo this because I don't want my farmland out this far. But you really only need the one source of water block if you're doing a system like I'm doing. So I'm doing 4 out. And this will actually cover in the diagonals too. So this can become a farm block. And this one source of water block will keep all of this area watered. So I can plant my seeds on this entire section. I went one too far there. And if you want to turn a farmland back into grass blocks and you don't want to wait for it to just naturally decay, or maybe you're, saying this block is within distance of a water block, but you want to turn it back into farmland, you can just jump and see how that'll turn back into a dirt block. So this one is wrong, so I'm going to turn that back into a dirt block, and I'm going to return that back into a farmland. So now we have our farmland and our water. Let's grab our seeds. I'm actually just going to grab both of my full stacks. And I'm just going to run along here and plant all of these. Now these will grow throughout the day whenever there's enough light for them to grow. And there's something called ticks in Minecraft, where it's like a measurement of time. So like every second there's so many ticks that happen, and when a tick happens, it has a chance to advance a stage for the seed. So you see how Wally is saying that the growth is at 29% right now, and here it's at 0. So a tick happened, an update happened, and that's what this spot in my field succeeded on its chance to grow a stage. Now you can also use bone meal and come in here and try to force it to grow. That's a very reasonable method to use. But since I have a huge field of wheat, I'm going to choose to not bone meal it. And this is just a very basic field for wheat. I eventually want to come back in, and there's some techniques or kind of tips or tricks that you can use to make these grow even faster. You can, if you plant your seeds in a row. So if this row here was carrots or potatoes or beetroot, it would actually make both of these crops grow faster than if they were just in this field and all of them were wheat. But since I have not been able to find carrots or potatoes yet, we're just stuck planting one type of crop. So, and I'm going to copy this 4 times here, and I'm going to have to run around and grab some more seeds. So I will let you know when I'm done. I have managed to scrounge up enough seeds in order to finish planting the rest of my fields. So this is what I have so far. I think I'm going to put like a little path around here to kind of make this feel a little more complete. And I guess I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do on this side. But yeah, I think the next step is to kind of make this look good and kind of tie it all together. I don't really have anything to tie it together to. This is the first real, I don't really know if I would call this a build, but it's the first farm in the world. So, but we'll want to tie it together with something else later. So it'll be good to start on it now. And I think I'm just going to use cobble. But I will definitely need to go grab some more cobble, because this is all of the cobble that I have at the moment, which is not that much. So I think the plan is I'm going to dig out 3 wide pathway all the way around, and I'm going to put a cobble staircase and then a half slab and another cobble staircase here to make it kind of look complete. And then maybe on these sections where there isn't dirt on the side, maybe I'll just put another half slab down instead of a stair, so that it'll look a little more complete, not like it's just copy pasted down from somewhere. So let me dig this all out, and I will let you guys, I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. This is what it looks like with the 3-block gap dug out between the farmland and the rest of the surrounding area. I'm going to go back through. I think I'm just going to put the half slabs down first in the center, and then on the spots where there's open on the back there, I'll put the second layer on the outside. So this is what it looks like with the half slab in. The next step I'm going to do is the staircase all the way around. I think this is a good opportunity for me to talk about the stone cutter here for a little bit. Now, with stairs, when you make stairs in a crafting table, so let's make one set of stairs, it'll give me 4 cobblestone stairs, but I'm using 6 cobblestone blocks in order to craft the 4 cobblestone stairs. Now, if I go to a stone cutter and I put in 1 piece of cobblestone, and I can get out 1 cobblestone stair. It's a lot more efficient to use a stone cutter than it is to come in here and use this crafting recipe in the crafting table. Now, stone cutters are a little bit more expensive than crafting tables. Stone cutters, in order to make a stone cutter, I guess I'll just pull up the recipe here. So this is the stone cutter recipe. You need 3 smooth stone and an iron ingot. So, I mean, it's not terribly expensive, but it is more than just a single log that you punch down from a tree. So, just wanted to point that out, and I will definitely be using this recipe here in order to finish off the path around the wheat farm here. So let me get back to work here, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so this is what it looks like now with the half slab and the stair in all the way around. So I'm going to come back, and then on this side I'm going to do stairs, and on the back side there I'm going to do half slabs. So this is what it turned into when I finished, when I added the outside row all the way around. I think it looks fairly good. I would like to come in here and break it up with something, maybe mossy cobblestone or something of that nature. I might even try to sprinkle in some kind of lighting in here somewhere, but I don't have, I need to get a pumpkin farm of some sort started. If you guys have any ideas for what I can do to make this look better, cleaner, to kind of break up the cobblestone look, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to see what you guys think. And I always am up for ideas and looking for ideas, so let me know. I am very hungry at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest as much of this as I can and make up some bread, and I will need some wheat in order to do another build that I want to do today. So I'll be back. Now that we have some food in our hand, I realized that there's one more change that I want to make. And it's going to involve some white dye and a little bit of green dye. I think I only need 2 of each though. Because I only need 4 lime dye. Then I need shears. What we're going to do is we're going to run over to some sheep. We're going to harvest their wool. Got 3 from you. 3 more from you. Nice. Ooh, we have more than enough now. So we only need 4. We're going to combine these 2. Apparently, I need to do this before I turn it into carpets. So now we have 6 lime carpet. what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to put the lime carpet on top of the water block. There's still water in there, so the 9x9 square around here is still watered, and so plants can still be grown on here. But we can stand on top of it, and we don't have to worry about trashing some of the farmland around here and turning it back into just regular dirt by accidentally hopping into the water pit and landing on the farmland. So I'm going to run around and drop this carpet on all 4 of the spots. And now, when we take a look, we can still see the green carpet some, and that's okay. I'm not really trying to hide the carpet, but it also kind of looks pretty nice. So the next thing I want to do is actually technically more of a side project, but I have these tasty pumpkins here, and I want a spot where I can harvest them. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to keep it in line with the wheat farm here, and I'm going to go 1 out from the sidewalk or the path. I'm going to go 2, 1, and then I'm going to dig out a hole here. So I'm going to put my water here. And this all is going to be farmland. Should probably actually grab the water. And I'm going to make an infinite water source and just spread it along. So infinite water source, block, block, and if you take water from the middle, you have an infinite water source. So I'm going to take my pumpkins now, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only going to make this 5 wide to start, because that's how many pumpkins I have on me. So I'm going to fill this in 1, and putting down pumpkin seeds here. And that's our little, this is going to be our little pumpkin patch for now. I also have 10 melon seeds, so why don't we continue this down 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Water. And this doesn't have to be source blocks. I just think it looks a lot better when it is source blocks. And we're going to continue the farmland down and put our melon seeds here. Now, you can probably come in here and I think this is probably going to be the easiest way to do it, and put in some carpet here. I'm going to try to spread it out a little bit, make this look kind of nice. Oops. There we go. We just need 2 more pieces of carpet. So I'll grab a couple more pieces of wool and make another couple of carpets. This is just going to be our temporary pumpkin and melon spot until we get a more permanent spot set up. For the next farm that we're going to hopefully build today, these are the ingredients that we're going to need. We're going to need a chest, a hopper, a stair. You might be able to get away with a slab here, but I like the look of the stair. 6 building blocks, a bucket of water, a stone button, and a dispenser. Now the reason why I haven't built the dispenser yet is because if you go in here to the your crafting recipe and you go to the dispenser, it shows a bow that is new, essentially, a bow that hasn't taken any damage on it. That's a little misleading. So here, if I come in here and I build the dispenser with a bow that has some durability on it, I can still build a dispenser from that. So you don't have to build a dispenser with a perfect new, no damage on it bow. So that's why I wanted to show you guys specifically the dispenser. I think we're going to put this design right back here, right where I cleared out some spot. I think that's kind of in line with the path. If we continue the path down here, yeah, that should work well. All right. So now I'm going to grab the items that we need. Let me just double check that I have the right spot here. So I'm on the center here, so there's a staircase here. We're going to put our chest down right here. Then you come behind it and you put the hopper facing in. Now it's a little hard to see, so let me clear some blocks out. So you see how that funnel, the bottom of the funnel is facing into the chest. That's what we want. We're going to remove the back, and that's where our dispenser is going to go. 2 of our building blocks are going to go on either side. And then we can come, I like to go off the front. So that's where we want just the temporary blocks. And then I'm going to put my stair here, I think. It lets me place it. There we go. I like to place it like that so it looks kind of similar to the other blocks, but I can still open up the chest. And then we need to raise these walls up 1. And now we can put our water bucket in here, and we can put our button right there. And this is the design. Now what actually does it do? Well, at the moment it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. But what we're going to do is we're going to run around and find some cows. We're going to lure them over here, and we're going to get them all to sit right in here. Because what's going to happen is we're going to start breeding up these cows, and they're all going to sit in this one little tiny spot. And Minecraft has something called entity cramming to help with the lag and to help with performance. And the entity cramming will end up killing off the cows once we have enough in there. So this will get us some raw beef and some cow leather. But it'll take a while to get up to the limit. The limit is, I believe it's 23 or 24. So it'll be a while before we get up to that number. So I'm going to run around and go and find some cows. Now, when you're luring animals back, you need to be kind of careful because they are definitely slower than you. And whenever you have to go up and down elevation, they always seem to take a lot longer than you would expect. Now, cows and sheep both are, well, they both like wheat. They both munch on hay, I guess. So they both will follow you when you're holding wheat out. So if you're only trying to get cows, you might run into the situation where I'm at, where you just have a whole bunch of sheep around you. So, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some way to separate the sheep from the cows. So, I did find cows, and I found them over that hill towards our village that we found earlier. So let me get these guys back, and we will continue with the build. Alright, I have gotten rid of my sheep. I was able to lead them away and managed to keep the cows close enough to the machine here. Now we have come to what is by far the hardest part of this build, and that is getting the cows inside of the 1 block area. Now you can just kind of sit here and try to push them in. It's a lot easier if you have babies to push the babies in there. There, we got one in. Let's see if we can get another one in. Now this system will work for all kinds of mobs, which is why I'm trying to not get any sheep in there, because they will cause issues down the road. It's best to just have one type of mob in this crusher, and I think cows are the best mob for it, because they'll get you leather on top of any kinds of food products like any of the other passive mobs, and you're able to breed them up fairly easily, unlike hostile mobs or villagers of that kind. If you're having a lot of trouble getting your cows into this hole, you can build something like this. This is a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just square. And make sure to build it too high so the cows can't just jump out. Then all you need to do is lure your cows into here. So it looks like I might need to build a better staircase up here. Give me my wheat. Just lure your cows into here. Then make sure you don't fall down the hole yourself. So I've got 3 of my cows in here. See? Now I have, looks like 3 cows in that hole, and I haven't even, been pushing them. I've just kind of let them wander around. Now, if you let them just kind of wander around and they're not just falling in, you can just put a bucket of water down and then just kind of watch as they do a little hop up and into the hole, and then remove the bucket of water. And the last thing we'll need to do is we'll need to put a fence post right above their heads. Now I should mention that if you already put your stone button down above the dispenser, you're going to want to pick it up if you do this 5 by 5 method, as that will affect the water flow, and you might or the cows might escape if you try to put it underneath the wall. So now just kind of clean up your temporary blocks, and your system's all good. Now to use this, what we can do is put our button back down. We hit our button, and that will dispense the water out of the dispenser, and that makes all of the cows kind of roll up, jump up here. Then we take our wheat, and we can just kind of slide back and forth here, and that will breed up the cows. Now, we don't have nearly enough cows in here at the moment, but when we get up to that max limit, 23 or 24 cows, the adult cows will start dying off in order to get underneath that cap, and all of their drops will go down to the hopper and will come here into the chest. Now I like to do this with a dispenser and a button, but if you want to, you can just remove the dispenser here in the back, that dispenser right there, and just have a bucket of water right on top of your hopper. But I get annoyed with all of the water splashing noises, so I like to be able to lower them back down and remove all of the splashing water noises. And that might do it for our food farms today. We have a cow crusher, we have a wheat farm, we have a pumpkin and a melon farm in the back. The only thing I might do is between episodes, I might take this cobblestone path and run it past the cow crusher. And we might build like a little, I don't know if we'll do like a full building. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll build a full building around the cow crusher. So that, yeah, we'll probably do something a little bit more than what I just have right there. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.